what's up? We're ready. We weren't just talking mad shit that we edited out before this. You guys will never fucking
You'll
know.
never know.
I love that. I love like secrets.
Yeah. That was fun.
I
That
like
was fun.
tea.
I know.
I like
love
tea.
I love gossip and toxic secrets.
I actually do though. I get so excited.
Me too. Look at that
When I-
little dimple coming out.
Yeah, who doesn't,
When I
dude?
hear them, I'm like, no way.
Look at her eyes brighten up.
I know. I like have energy. I'm like, I don't need any caffeine. I need you to tell me a fucked up secret about somebody, and I'm like, I'm awake, dude.
That's the new cocaine.
Well, that's like, okay. Do you guys like get really? I'm like listening when somebody's like, never mind. I'm like, no. Whoa, bro, you gotta tell me now. Or like, you know what? I shouldn't say. You know what? I'm not gonna say this. I'm like, I am fully alertly listening now.
We all know too much, I think. I miss like when it was like gossip, just word of mouth. Like remember, we all knew Marilyn Manson removed a rib to suck his own dick.
No, that's folklore.
You never heard that?
That's folklore.
But I
No, we
love
all-
folklore though.
Yeah,
because now you can
folklore's
prove
fun.
it. You know, because there's like Instagram, all that shit. Like
It's like how Richard Gere put a hamster up his
Yes,
ass.
That's my
Yes.
favorite fucking movie.
exactly.
I don't know who Richard Gere is, but
What?
I have no.
He's 23.
I know, but
I know he's like
Gere?
he's an.
the hamster. No,
That's
I'm kidding.
all I know.
Gerbil.
That should
Yeah,
be
yeah.
that should be more that you should know
It's
about.
fucking
Richard
great,
Gere.
dude. That's
You never watched
that's the
Pretty
best.
Woman?
No.
What about Mothman prophecies, bro?
Nope, I haven't.
That's
Should I?
scary. Yeah,
Jesus.
that
I
movie's
could-
too scary.
I could do some dirty things to your mind.
I don't like the Mothman prophecies. I am like, nah, dude. I don't like ghost shit. When some things are like paranormal, I'm like, nah, dude.
I like it.
I mean, I like horror movies, but like, I get spooked.
Yeah, me too.
I get spooked.
Did you watch Hereditary?
Oh yeah,
That's
that one
illegal.
fucked me up for months.
dude. Ari
I
Aster
still-
is the shit.
Okay, fucking Witch. That movie.
Yeah, some
I
still
want
gets
more.
me.
I want more Pilgrim flicks, dude.
Yeah, me too. I
Give
like
me
in the
some
middle of
more-
the forest,
Also, dude,
like
the girl in the witch
Hot.
Yeah,
choke me out.
scary.
Choke me out. Oh my god.
That girl is ridiculous.
I still think Hereditary is the worst movie ever, the most scariest movie I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why it stuck with me.
Honestly, a classic. Blair Witch Project, so effective.
Fucked me up.
So, I'm like,
My uncle showed me that when I was 11 on Halloween.
that's rude.
And I almost didn't go trick or treating. I was like, and it's an 11-year-old. That's your Super
Yeah, that's
Bowl.
everything.
And I was like, I don't
That's
know.
your
if I'm
Super
going
I don't think I
outside.
can do it outside. Not even outside.
I was like, oh, okay, and go.
you know what I will not fuck with in Blair Witch Project is just the scene. This is how simple it is.
Yeah.
It's just a scene where like the guy's back is to the like he's just like facing the
Yeah,
wall.
that's
I'm like,
weird.
nah,
Yeah.
dude. No.
Yeah, nobody faces a wall.
I don't like
unless
that.
it's Wet Hot American Summer and they do a purposeful.
I am not into that. Wait, so Jade, you were talking about a float
Oh
tank.
yeah, you know I did a little floating.
Yeah?
Okay, so I was just down the street. I did a little
Isolation
float.
tank for you dullards
Yeah.
out there.
I love that.
Look it up if you're confused. We're in Venice Beach.
Yeah, we're in Venice.
Wellness.
Isn't that the one one of the first ones they've ever?
I think it's the
ever
first one
did?
that opened in LA. There's one
Yeah,
in
it's
Pasadena.
opened in the
that's supposed to be
70s.
Sick.
In the
Really?
Yeah.
70s?
The guy.
The 70s?
The guy that
That's
works
sick.
there.
I didn't know they had
That's
that
so far away
technology.
from you.
The technology is literally just water with salt in it.
A ton of
Still.
salt.
High salinity to float you.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do it forever, you know, because everybody's talking about the alien experiences. I'm freaking out. I'm like, what kind of a bathing suit do they want to see me in? You know what I mean? What aliens are going to, and then they're like, it's naked. I'm like, here we go. Let's do this. I got a little too stoned before I went in, and so I forgot my contacts.
Ooh.
You don't need that.
No, you have to take them out.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That
so
makes
I like
sense.
left them in. So I got in real stoned immediately. I was like in a vault of like, whoa, like already seeing shit. And I was like, and then I had the like, oh my God, my contacts. Like the Jew. I was like, I got to take them out. So then I had to like get back in. But, and I'm not just saying this to be like, ha ha ha, but I was so horny the entire time. So horny. I swore I had some kind of weird alien sex. My legs kept going like, slowly floating open. I was like, and right before we went in, my friend was like, I bet they're just watching us naked, just floating. I'm like, why would they just watch
Also,
us?
I don't
float?
care. I have actually no qualms about
Me
people
too.
seeing me naked.
I'm like-
I think you could find me naked on the internet pretty easily.
I'm like, have it. Yeah, I'm
don't
like,
care.
just have it.
I don't.
I'm
you
gonna
know?
look.
Wait,
I mean,
that's
you wanna
when
tell
like
us
an
some
inside
hits?
thought just came out, and you were like, "Oh,
Wait.
oops."
You've left me no choice.
What's the time code? We need that out.
What's website specifically? It's so gross that they do
It was
that.
like
was
weird. Like
beautiful.
honestly, it was a. I don't want to derail your story, but
No,
I will say
please.
it's just an ex-boyfriend of mine who's a photographer took a naked photo of me and put it on his fucking like blog after we broke up.
Wow, that's
And it's like
fucked.
it's me. It's like my tits.
There's got to be some kind of like protection that we have nowadays that we go like,
I was like 22, so I was like, it was my fault.
No, but you know what?
It's my fault.
But it's good to have pictures from when your butt had more elasticity. Like, I wish I had more photos of me when I was like a teenager.
More nudes. Yeah, more child porn of
child
myself.
porn. I have this one picture in the tub when I'm like 11, and I'm like, should I not ever post this? Okay, I'm gonna keep this one to myself.
A little too old.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
My leg up. I'm like,
All right, so back to legs. Your legs are opening up. You want to get
I'm
penetrated
opening up.
by
I'm having
alien
this
dick.
weird alien experience. It was just the fucking best. And the guy, like beforehand, when we went in, we're all smoking with him, and we're like, any advice? And he was like, if anything comes up, just like forgive yourself. And I was like, okay, whatever, weirdo, And then some stuff came up, you start to like repetitively think about shit, and then I was like, I forgive myself. And then just went back to the alien sex. It was just the best experience ever.
Wow.
And I bought a package for the Pasadena one. So now I'm going to be like doing it on a weekly basis.
Let's
Just
do it.
chilling out.
Yeah.
Let's
We
go.
should.
You gotta
It'll be
do
a
it.
bonding experience.
Yeah.
It
Serious.
just feels good. I can't explain it. Like you just feel so you got to put your arms like this.
I've only heard good
'Cause it
things
kind of
about
hurts
it.
your back after a while. Like,
I want to kind of do. I think I want to do mushrooms and do it.
yeah, me too. Next time mushrooms 100%.
Or
I was so
ketamine.
mad.
K-hole.
Okay, so you got to talk about this ketamine thing because Mama don't know.
And guess
I don't
what?
know
My
either.
mama don't use the internet, so I can't talk about this thing.
That's so lucky.
Ketamine's fantastic. It's great. It's
Compare it to something
disassociative.
that I would know. Like alien sex or
Alien sex. That's the
sick.
only reference you know. I'm like, I guess it's like alien sex in the way that it's like
like
You know,
Joe
like-
Rogan never talked about the alien sex
Yeah.
part of it.
You know, like you're getting fingered by an alien. That's
Okay,
like,
sick,
that's
sick. I know that
ketamine.
feeling. Yeah. Ooh, I love that.
ketamine's great. It's a disassociative. It is a tranquilizer, a very light
Isn't it
one.
a horse tranquilizer?
It's a cat tranquilizer.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so not as powerful.
No, and it's really not. Honestly, it's as much as you do it. So it's like
Right.
it's like with anything, and like you can measure it out and be like, I'm just gonna take a little bit. I do feel like snortable drugs are really fun because there's something so nobody has ever snorted something and be like, it's medicinal. Like if you take a pill, you can be a full drug addict and just take pills and nobody will really know, or like.
Okay.
But with like there's something so.
Are you trying to tell? You're like, help.
Help me.
blinking. I feel like no, ketamine's great. I mean, it's a kind of feels like being drunk, but without like the physical ramifications of it.
Like,
And it only lasts
what's
for
the
20
hangover?
minutes.
I was gonna say,
there's
what's
no
the
hangover.
yeah.
Actually, the beauty of it and why people are doing ketamine therapy
Yeah.
is they're doing intravenous ketamine therapy on people that have PTSD and very severe trauma.
Wow.
Because it
Need it.
with the honest, it's legal. You can do it. I mean, in New York, there's a place in
Wait,
Brooklyn.
it's
you could-
legal?
It's completely legal.
Because it's cat tranquilizer.
Well, it's legal.
Like,
So
it's legal
so
for
it's
your
legal
cat.
in certain states. I don't think it's legal in California. It's legal in New York, and you can have an MD will literally like medicate you like with like a very high dose of ketamine intravenously, and there's a nurse there, and if they need to, they can bring you out of it at any point. But you are led on like a full blown like psychedelic trip.
I want to do
But it's-
that with the
You just-
doctor.
I listened to this thing on NPR
Yeah.
a few years ago about how like people that had treatment resistant depression that were literally just like, I'm going to kill myself. There's no hope. They took this therapy and it was like the only thing that they're like, it saved my life. It's like saved my life. It's like getting,
mushroom therapy is so expensive. Like they've caught on in LA that it's like trendy and good. Like I call this dude, he talks to me for 2 hours, and then he's like, and it's $5,000 a session.
no,
I'm like,
the ketamine,
what?
ketamine therapy in at least
Yeah.
in this place in Brooklyn, which is like a really nice place. It
Yeah.
is like I think it's like $500, $600.
Dude, I would go to New York for a couple weeks just to do that.
You can stay
You
with
know
me,
what I mean?
by the way.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
a guest.
You have 2
bedroom.
bedrooms.
Yeah.
In New York, unheard of. It's a mansion.
I know. It's okay. It's the size of the room we're currently in, but but
huge in New
it
York.
has more walls in
Yeah.
it.
No, I think ketamine's great. I'm a big proponent of it. I mean, I'm probably gonna get. This is actually not good for me to be like. But, well, whatever. I don't know. Just like, but be responsible. Drugs, I think, are fine. I don't vilify any drugs. I think that the use of drugs, you really need to like. Also, if you have already some underlying mental health issues, like be careful
Yeah,
with
be
any
careful with
drug.
drugs,
That's
yeah.
That's really fucking important. Just don't willy nilly.
Just don't cover up your shit with drugs. I think that's what I always say. Like, don't try to escape your problems with drugs. Try to use drugs to enhance your experience.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
or facilitate growth. That's a really big
Yeah.
because that's why psychedelics are great. And I really, it's a weird red flag to me.
What?
Men that don't do psychedelics. I wouldn't. I don't date a guy who's never done. I've never dated a guy who like wasn't comfortable doing mushrooms or
leaves.
acid.
No, I love mushrooms.
Yeah, I know.
I love
handed, when we were in South by Southwest, you handed me like I took like a bunch of your mushrooms and
Yeah.
ate them, and then but like every time I do that at a party, I'm
kinda
fucking
forget.
I'm drunk, so I forget I take them, and then 2 minutes later, someone else was like, hey man, you want some mushrooms? Like, I'd love to take some right now. And then like took a bunch more, and then 25 minutes later, I was like, what the fuck is like? I'm like looking at my head. I'm like, this is and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm tripping balls right now.
I don't know.
I was
like
tripping
balls in
balls
public like that.
Towards the end of our hang that night, I was like, I gotta go home, man. Like, she's getting squirrely in my brain.
Yeah.
I like getting like all tucked in and cozy. Like I like being in someone's backyard. You know what I mean? That's like the ideal in a robe.
I just like, I love psychedelics because you can just point at something and laugh at it. I'm like, what the
I
fuck
love
is that?
The giggles when you're like, like really slow. Oh, I love that. We should just do mushrooms right now. Like
Mushroom pop?
Okay.
Fuck this podcast, dude. Seriously, I'm over it. Okay, we just started. It's not released. I'm done. Bro.
I'm done,
I
dude.
quit, dude.
I don't do pods without shrooms.
That I would say the weirdest shit if I was on mushrooms in this thing. I don't even know. We'd go to the editing booth. I'd be like, cut all of that.
You get self-conscious about it?
Oh my God. I woke up after South by Southwest and I was like, is Nina going to not want to do the pod with me?
Why?
Because I was like so high. I was like, what did I say?
You didn't
I was
do
also
anything
so
bad.
fucked up. I was like,
That's like the
what
next
did I
day,
say?
Yeah, the next day thing. Like, what did I say? Who did I say it to?
I get
you
the
started talking
worst
about
anxiety.
eliminating people and like racially specifically targeted people.
Eugenics.
Yeah, you were really like talking heavily about how you want to utilize eugenics and how like there's just like a master race. Like you went on and on about the master race.
He has freckles. He can't even joke about it.
I'm the first.
He can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I actually think. I mean, I can be like a little footloose and fancy free when I'm on mushrooms, but I feel like acid to me is just like pure jubilance, and I feel like the funniest I've ever been on acid.
Yeah, I've only done it once.
Yeah,
Oh,
same.
Yeah,
I had
really?
a bad experience.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I think acid is so much more benevolent than mushrooms.
Really?
Mushrooms is like,
Really?
well, mushrooms could go either way. Like I've had
could.
trips where I'm like, well, I'm gonna die in 5 minutes, but it's fine. Like just been like quietly, like
You're
my
so
friends,
chill about death.
my friends are having fun,
panic.
and I'm just looking off in the distance, being like, huh, must be nice. They don't know that I'm dying.
Oh, I start to get,
Like,
I start to
stay
get
dark.
panicked.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
panicked. Ooh.
Dude, I took acid in college and my friend convinced me that there was a school shooting happening.
Why would he do that?
Because he's a fucking
That's
asshole.
so rude.
And like
that
sold me
guy.
on it. So I'm like, but like no one else was reacting. So I'm looking out the windows. I'm like, why is nobody? What are we gonna do? What are we
Were
gonna do?
you at? Oh, you're in your dorm.
I was in my
guess.
dorm.
Also, this fucking guy gets like he's like jacking off in the corner, making other people feel like
that
shit.
guy.
Yeah, he was not on
You're not
acid.
friends with him anymore, right?
Nah, I'm friends with him. I
no.
the second I
We
was
have
done.
him here today. Bring him in.
Second, fuck you, Jared. Second I was done
Wait,
tripping.
the subway guy.
We're boys.
He's a
With the
bad
subway
guy.
He's my uncle. Yeah, it's not the worst thing he did, but it's up there.
That's right. No, I think acid is more fun because it's like I've only had fun on acid. With mushrooms, I like contemplate like death. Sometimes I have
It
fun.
can mix weird for me too. Like I prefer the chocolates lately. I've been like really fucking with
Chocolates are
the
dope.
chocolates because they're like more. I like measurements.
And it's chocolate.
And it's chocolate.
And we love
Which
chocolate.
actually, chocolate hurts me more than the mushrooms because I have acid reflux. It's pretty bad right now. Yeah, I
They're
have
so
tums in my
common.
purse.
They're so common in LA. Like,
What?
The mushroom chocolate.
Yeah. Like you can find them on Instagram. Like
Yeah.
message somebody on Instagram.
Every
like
time
the
at a
production
bar.
designer on a commercial.
It's like
had it.
out of work models are always mushroom dealers.
They're at craft.
You guys experience this?
Yeah,
I swear to God.
Literally,
dude.
the production designer
I've
of this
only-
commercial shoot had them. I was like, cool.
I've literally only bought like drugs, like mushrooms and psychedelics off like a gorgeous woman who's like, who summers in Topanga.
I want
Yeah.
that life.
yeah, just,
Yeah.
Hi, I sell. Yeah. Hey guys, I did a vanity video. Besides
Freaking out about my career. This is what I do.
All right, should we snap into it?
Let's
All right,
do it.
Let's do it.
snap into a Slim Jim. We
First
got some questions.
Okay.
Pew, pew, pew. I don't
sorry.
know if you guys had a segment thing yet.
I know, honestly, last episode we
should
were
get a
talking
sec-
about, I want a toilet flush, and
Yeah.
I want a,
Oh, that's good.
and I want a, damn, son, where'd you get this? Or like,
That's good. Or like you can do the soup one like, meaty. You guys can use that, but you have to pay me 10%.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with our guest. Why bother with a real relationship when divorce rates are so high?
wow.
I mean, why
Who
bother?
asked that
with-
question? Not a
sad.
19-year-old.
What is that, Larry David? I mean, why explore anything because of the journey? You know what I mean?
Wow.
Why try
Alan
anything?
Watts over here. Fucking.
I'm just kidding. It's for the cash. I'm doing it for the cash. I don't know. I mean, why not? Right? Is that too broad of an answer? Why try anything if you don't want to experience. I mean, just go take a nap, dude.
Yeah,
You
you
seem
might as well be
cranky.
like, well, I would never want to fall in love because I don't know, like I could get disappointed, so I don't want to feel anything ever again.
Yeah, because even if it's shitty, you're gonna learn something, and you're gonna be like a stronger, cooler person leading forward. Maybe this relationship's not the one, but the stuff that you take from that, like then the next one's gonna be sick.
Sometimes the shit that you take with it though is bad shit.
Well, you're not supposed to take the baggage. You're supposed to learn from it and just leave it on the bus stop.
Damn.
I've been listening. I've been looking at
You gotta
Instagram all
check
morning.
your bags, dude. No
I've been
carry-ons
on TikTok all
allowed.
morning, dude. I muted a bunch of comics, and now I just listen to like inspirational things and then plant stuff on Instagram. That's all I do.
Wow.
I muted like almost every comic.
You're zen.
I need to mute all the comics.
It helps, dude, because you just the comparisonitis, you know.
Oh,
it's
I
bad.
just see show lists. I'm like, what the fuck am I on?
Yeah,
And I'm like, I don't
it's
know
in
anyone.
Norway. Yeah, you're like, I don't know any of these comics.
They're
Yeah, there's
all
like an
funnier
all
than me.
Brazil show that's happening, and I'm like, that's the only thing I have. Like, it should literally be called the Jade Catta-Preta, and
Yeah.
I'm not on the show. Like, cool,
I'm
all right.
Brazilian. Yeah, I know. Isn't it funny? Like in our industry, we're like, it is the
We're entitled.
entitled is a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
I think that entitlement definitely comes from, because instead of like looking at what you desire, to look at what you like, I deserve this, is a really bad way of framing what you want.
So bad.
Because if you frame what you want as I desire this and I would like, I want this to happen, and like I can, this is my goal. That's like such a better way of framing a desire as opposed to like, I deserve this. It's like, the fuck are you?
Well, there's force, right? Versus like putting out good energy and receiving it, you know? And like, there's also like expectation. Like, if you have an expectation, you're always going to be fucking let down. But if you just have like an open mind, it's like, cool, this is cool.
Which
Like,
kind of relates back to the question. Because I
Yeah.
mean, that's the thing. It's like with divorce rates, it's okay. Also,
don't get married.
I also think I'm like down to get married, but I'll only get married if I get divorced. Like I can't imagine.
Really?
I can't imagine being
I
married to
don't
somebody
care
for-
about marriage at all.
I don't. I want to
zero.
I only care about marriage the way I care about human experience and care about literally like drug experimentation. Like I'll do
Yeah.
any drug because I just want to feel all the things.
I'll try marriage once.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I want to get married because I like want to try what that's like, that union. I want to have a kid because I think that's an undeniable human
I want to have a
experience.
kid, but I don't even care about it being within a marriage or anything. Like, I don't care at all. Like, people are like, but what about, huh? And I'm like, I just want to have a baby, and I know my partner's with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would let me like fart in his mouth.
I'm like,
He would let me.
See,
He wants me to.
You're like, I won't do it.
Yeah, I won't
Stop
do it.
asking me to fart in your mouth.
He won't stop
do it.
asking. It's ruined several
That's
dinners.
why I
of
leave
ours.
him. That's why I leave him ultimately. I wouldn't fart in his mouth.
I feel like that's the funny. Like I'm just like, well, I don't know. I'm kind of like a yappy broad, and I need like, I don't know. I feel like I need a man to contractually obligate to me, or I'm like, I don't know. You might leave me because I'm
Right.
like annoying.
No, come on. I mean, he's already with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Might
guess
as well
so.
make it a fish. Get some tax write-offs.
I know that's the
That's the
thing with the
thing, right?
marriage. It's also kind of fun just to like. It feels like cosplaying adulthood.
It's like that's
Of just
my
like,
husband.
That's my husband, okay?
Yeah.
That's my husband.
Sometimes I wear this on this ring just to feel it. It does feel right. But I just
Damn.
like the jewelry and that part.
Liam runs out of the room. This is the scariest thing you've ever listened to women
Like,
talk
look
about.
at this. Ooh, the heaviness. of the ring finger feels right.
The power. It's like Thanos putting on
But
the
also,
fucking-
it's like all your money goes to a party for your friends. My friends are already pieces of shit who take all my stuff and wear their shoes in my house. And like, I don't want to. Like, I just want to have a party with him somewhere.
the whole thing seems like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Money
Like,
pit
It does.
bullshit.
Money pit.
Money pit bullshit where
Yeah.
literally, okay, weddings where people spend so much money. I'm like, you're celebrating your last fuckable day on earth. I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. But like, I think when people have like really elaborate weddings, I'm like, oh, you just have never been to good parties that you want to throw. Cause like,
Exactly. They want to throw like the ultimate party
and
it's
spend like tens
yeah.
of thousands of dollars on it. And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, I just like, unless you're just like, money is no object, I understand spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
But if you're like,
yeah, we're taking out a loan and spending 40 grand on our wedding.
I'm like, you're an idiot. Put
That's
a down
the
payment on a
one
house.
reason for a divorce: money problems from a wedding or a wedding band.
Ooh.
Yeah,
know that.
like a lot of people spend way too much money on the wedding band, and that's like leads to
I feel like for a
they
wedding,
come into a.
just have a party. No,
Yeah,
don't
me too.
make
Just have
don't
a
make
good
people
party.
sit through shit either. That's
Me
like
too. I don't want to do the ceremony thing. That makes me cringe.
holding
Like,
somebody's hand
Yeah.
and like sharing intimacy with your partner as like some random cousin you barely know is just like, watching
It'd
you.
be funny
What
if we
the
just
fuck
make,
is that?
we just make them watch us have sex.
Yeah.
Or it's finally the day I fart in his mouth and we invite our friends and family to witness it. I'm like in a gown holding my legs up. You may now smell the fart. And I fart.
Dude.
Taste the fart.
Yeah, you may now taste the fart.
Didn't back in the day the husband and wife would fuck in front of everyone?
What?
Wasn't that
I
part of the
think you're
ritual?
In your
weirdly
dreams.
right.
I know.
Fucking dreams, pervert.
Wait,
That'd be cool though.
oh, you
I'd be
mean I mean, maybe I can see that.
I feel like I've read that. Maybe not.
You don't read,
I don't
dude.
read
All
shit.
right, fucking
In
fact
Men's
check.
Health?
Yeah.
Fact check that.
Wait, what was that really fucked up movie where the summer
Midsommar.
Midsommar?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can
Another
kind of
Aster.
see in those
Love.
kind of culture, like Swedish, Norway.
Yeah.
We have to watch the man fuck the
We
woman,
have
or
to.
we don't know.
Yeah.
It's not part of the family.
It's part of the village, and then we smash their heads in. Afterwards.
yeah.
That movie was
Here's the-
fun.
I
That
love
scene.
that.
Talk about movies that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a nice movie about a girl who goes to summer vacation. It was fucked up.
That was the most accurate thing though about a mushroom trip is when they take the psychedelics and the guy just goes and claps hard. He goes, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah.
Starts
No,
crying.
also, when he's just like, oh, there's new people coming.
I hated that guy. I hated that guy so much.
So
the
good.
boyfriend.
Oh, the boyfriend.
Oh, the
Okay,
boy-
the worst
Hated
scene
the boyfriend.
that made me cringe is like when she's like, "Oh, I think I just need a minute to take the mushrooms," and he's like, "Oh, like we're not gonna be on the same trip wavelength." She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, I'll take." He's like, "Yeah, I guess like we won't." Like it was
Yeah.
so manipulative and shitty.
Yeah.
Their relationship was one of the worst things I've ever seen. Just
called
quiet
flashbacks.
disdain.
Yeah.
I think is one. That's like the fucking Chris Watts story. We're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like you. Of course you're gonna kill your whole family because you're just like, no, it's fine. It's good.
Wait, is that the guy next door? The neighbors next
Yeah.
door?
Yeah,
one?
dude.
I believed him. Am I fucked up? In the beginning, I was like, it can't be him.
He has abs.
yeah.
Him.
I'm like, he's not.
Wait, yeah, is he hot?
Yeah.
He's like a
No
trend.
way.
He's
He's
not
good
no.
body.
He's not no. He's not no. Like for a Midwestern. But like that movie, that's another thing. I just kept thinking about the oil thing. I was like,
Oh my god.
The commercial that was playing behind him. Did you see the whole thing?
No.
yeah.
Wait,
When he
what
goes
do you
to
mean the
neighbor's
commercial?
house?
Bro.
Oh,
it's-
that?
Yeah, yeah,
Bro,
that
yes.
is-
No.
Wait,
Ooh,
he's
nipples.
sweating so bad his sunglasses fall off his head. He's like,
See, I didn't catch that. That's what scares me. Like I didn't catch that.
"Oh,
I
the
was like,
second I saw this guy's guilty as fuck."
everybody said that. I didn't feel that way. I think I just was like in shock that a husband like a
Husbands kill their wives all
I
the
know,
time.
and I
Jade.
listen
What are
to
you
Crime
talking about?
Junkie
All the
like
time.
every week.
That's like what husbands do.
There's a word for it now. What's it's? I forget what it is. But
It's
Marriage?
no, it's what is it called? Family Annihilator.
annihilator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my dream. I want to start a family, then be a family
Then be an annihilator.
Just annihilate
Started
everyone.
this family. I'm gonna end
I
it.
hate that 'cause Annihilator is such a fun like
It is.
rock band word. Like really?
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
just call it like wife murderers? Or I guess that doesn't have as much of a ring.
Yeah, yeah. It's not as like
Annihilators.
jazzy.
Hey, what's up? We're the Annihilator. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
punk
second
band.
time we've talked about Chris Watts on this
Oh my
podcast.
god!
Fuck
I was
that
wondering. I
guy.
was like, "Is this seems familiar?" Yeah. Okay. I don't know, but men
What
be
up,
murdering. You know, women be
Nurturing.
women be nurturing.
We be
men
giving
be murdering.
our bodies, our milk, our titties.
I want
Then
to.
you kill us.
I'm so curious on what that last conversation between Chris and his wife was, where he's just like, "I'm doing it." Like she was just like, "You forgot."
She was like a weird
It's like, why didn't you get the
Facebook
lemons at the
poster.
supermarket? Yeah, she posted like every other minute. Like she was like,
That's gross. And she
That's
was like
weird.
a part of those like weird Christian pyramid schemes where they were like,
Hey, like just buy like 5 of these pumpkin candles and
like no, she was like an insufferable person on
like
it.
Tupperware party.
She deserved it, dude. Fuck.
God.
We don't.
Hey, I'm not part of this conversation. Whoever's up there watching. Just kidding. I don't believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
don't worry, I don't believe he did the right thing. Anyway,
Would you get married?
Yeah.
Him?
You know the John Mulaney bit where he's like, I just want to yell my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Authoritatively?
don't fucking talk to my wife. Like keep my wife like the Will Smith. I want to do that so bad. I want to scream.
wife's name.
Don't look at my fucking wife. Like I want to do shit like that.
You know, you could just say that now.
I could, but
like,
it doesn't.
don't-
There's like
Yeah, we don't have an actual wife. There's no
Yeah.
ring. Like,
Are you
it's
dating someone?
no,
Why did you say it like that?
because I'm terrible.
just hate women?
No. I love women, but we've discovered through this podcast that I'm not ready for a relationship.
Why do you say
You
that?
were not. It's you didn't
I like that you
discover
did
it
this.
through this.
Yeah, I knew before.
You
Why,
don't
what's
want
going on?
one. It's not that you're not
No, no,
ready. You're not
no.
actively seeking.
No,
one.
I'm not.
He's blushing.
I am.
I feel like he
I'm
is
also a little
ready.
bit hot in this room. I'm lying.
Take off your shirt, dude.
Dude,
it off.
No, we can't.
We can't.
I've still never seen your nipples.
bro. Oh,
I
my
want
God.
to.
Now I'm gonna start
I
blushing.
want to. Oh my God. No, let's just see your nipple. Just show me without showing her.
No, there's.
Oh, it feels weird, huh? Feels weird to be objectified.
Come on, take your shirt
You
off.
can see mine. I'm like, come on, just show us your dick. Just the tip, dude.
Oh my God.
Blow your balls. Stop being gay. Come on.
I feel like it's rude if you don't show me your dick. I came all the way to Venice.
I drove all the way to the
I came from
fucking
Echo
west
Park,
side.
dude.
Echo Park
Yeah.
on the from the east side to the west side during traffic.
Yeah. I'm
Liam,
that
you gotta
comedy
show me.
class. Yeah. Dude, the point is, you got to show me your dick.
Just the base. Start the base. By the end, I'll have the whole thing out.
You know
You're
what? Give me another question. Let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
do
we'll
another
move on.
question. Not to it's her podcast.
No. Good segue. How do I know if I'm ready to be in a relationship?
Whoa. Apropos.
Wait, first of all, tell us why you think you're not ready. Like you only got 2 forks at your house, or
A lot of that. No, I actually have a pretty decent silverware lineup.
Oh, sick.
Do you buy paper towels?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty.
I
sick.
feel like he's ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Is that all it
good.
takes?
Do you wash
I have
your
a ba-
sheets?
Yeah.
That's
If when I need to. When I need to.
What do you mean when
So
you
every
need to?
2
When you
weeks.
fuck a girl on her period is the only time
No.
that men will wash their sheets.
If I know a girl's coming over, I'll wash my sheets.
Wait, but why not for yourself?
Because
once a week, just wash
Yeah,
your
once a
sheets
week.
once a
week,
week.
twice a week.
Well, dude, the thing is, I have to use quarters to do fucking laundry.
Yeah, I do too.
It's
Yeah, just
so
get
annoying,
quarters. What do you
dude.
mean? Go to the bank and get like
Not that big of a
$40 on
deal.
quarters.
The smallest inconvenience will fuck me up.
You know, there's but there's a trick to that. Honestly, I don't mean to be so like nah, but like you to-do lists, instead of being like do laundry, say get quarters. Like put active words on these lists so you like get this shit done. Where do you live?
Down the street.
What's your address?
What's your address?
I
Zip
live off
code.
advocating.
Wait, for real? Do you have a parking spot that I can use when I come to the beach? That's always what I ask.
Sure, you can park here.
Oh, cool. Good to know. How about this? You wash your like pillow covers more than once a week.
Not more than once a week.
How about do you wash
See,
your
girls
toilet?
are getting zits when you're sleeping over,
Yeah,
dude.
you can't.
If I
That's what it
have
is.
a girl, if I know a girl's coming over, I'll wash my sheets and my pillow covers and all that stuff.
That's better than most men.
But you got to be prepared. Like, what if you go out to a bar and you meet somebody and they just want to come over impromptu? Like, you're gonna have stinky sheets.
Yeah.
But what about for you?
For me? I mean, I do wash. I do wash my sheets pretty. I'd say twice a month.
Ooh,
That's,
not
dude,
enough.
that's so much more frequently than anyone else in this office.
not
I get
enough.
it.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
get-
I know that towel in that bathroom. I was like, I'm just.
It's
Gonna,
mildew. Like guys have mildew towels.
It's true.
I've
They
never
smell
owned
so
a
bad.
towel that
Yeah.
smelled like mildew in my life. I've never owned a towel that smelled like mildew. If it smells like that, you need to throw it
just
away.
throw it out. Yeah.
Throw it away. It's ruined.
Wow. Okay. How about this? What about your hygiene? Like your.
My hygiene's very good.
I
Okay,
feel like
then
men are
that's
down to
good.
like they'll shower every day.
Yeah, I shower every day.
Yeah, a man is down to do that, but he won't like clean his environment.
How about this?
Yeah. I
Okay.
floss every day.
You got
about
one.
that?
You got one.
That's
last,
like your biggest flex.
I said on the last podcast.
I know.
huge.
Like you act like that's like telling people your dick size. You're just like,
Wait,
I'm
that-
fucking floss, dude.
immediately.
Yeah.
That's a bing 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 for me because that means you care about yourself. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing. What about food? If you had one last thing of ice cream and you're real hungry, would you give it to somebody you love?
Yeah, that's such a different question. than the other two.
We're getting there. You got
I
to
will
go
say
little
this.
by little.
Back to the messy room thing or like dirty sheets or all of that. You ever hook up with a guy that you like? You go to their place and you're like, you either didn't think you were gonna seal the deal or you didn't care about my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you know that I'm a
100%.
hoe.
Yeah.
Like I literally have gone to a guy's place and I'm like, you knew that we were like going on a date,
Yeah.
like tonight, and
Just
gonna
pick
hang
it
out.
up. Like just make the bed.
Literally just
Yeah.
like laundry, like even
Yeah.
like fucking like just laundry piles or shit. I'm like, like truly, you either like were like she doesn't care, she's a slut,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I don't even
Yeah.
clean up for her. I don't really care about her opinion. That or you weren't confident enough in yourself to think that you
Or they're
could
not
get
even
right
thinking
up.
about
and then,
it.
And then I'm
They're not
like,
even thinking
why am
about
I
it.
here if you didn't even think you could nail me? I'm like, no, come over.
No, but
No,
see, that's
I'm-
the thing. That's us. Like they're not thinking about that shit.
No,
like
I have done that where I'm like,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck? Like she's.
Finish your sentence.
she's a what?
I don't know.
Dirty slob slut.
I'm like she.
You're getting
whatever.
so red right
know.
now.
I bet his nipples are so much more red. Let me see.
Dude,
I bet your nipples are so puffy right now.
they're so, dude. Oh, they're ready to feed. Dude.
ready to feed.
I
Like a
just-
sow.
Is that what happens? I don't know. Dude,
That's
I've
so
done
fucked up, guys. Like when I
knew
met
it.
my guy,
Yeah.
his room, like just nothing in it. I'm like, are you serial killer?
I don't like that.
What's happening?
I think minimalism
Yeah.
is a misnomer for having no taste.
no.
I'm
look,
a
I like
minimalist.
it.
I'm like, just
There's
be,
nothing.
You don't like anything.
I'm like, just
You
put
have no
something on the
opinions.
wall. Like I have to admit, it did kind of creep me out. It was one of my first things because it was long distance too. So I was like, let me see around your house. I'm like, open your medicine cabinet.
Are you're long distance currently?
He's now here. Yeah.
Where did you meet him? Where is he from?
I made fun of him on The Soup. No joke. He was on reality. He does finance, but he was on a reality show because some chick found him on Hinge, like some casting director. And she was like, "What'd you do this?" And I was like, and then I made fun of him. Do you know Justine Marino? She was one of my writers. She's a good friend of mine. She's a comic. She ran into my office. She's like, "You're going to want to fuck this guy." Like, you're going to think he's dumb, but you're going to want to fuck him. And I was like, I do think he's dumb. I do want to fuck him. And then we just started FaceTiming. It was like right when COVID started. And then
Where did he live?
he lived in Dallas when we first met.
Oh, so he leveled up.
And then he was in Denver and now he's here. Yeah. Leveled up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's got all my things to live with. So it's fine.
Yeah, that's like the kind of nice thing about men being a minimalist is like women, we have so much shit.
Oh
like
my God,
I
tchotchkes.
have just so many things that I'm just
too.
like, I gotta be like, I feel like a big reason why I date primarily men is because I'm like, I can't date a woman. She's got too much
But
stuff.
you know what?
It would
the
never
best
work.
part of dating
You
a
got too
woman,
much shit.
you feel so important. Like you go to a girl's house and she's freshly shaven when you eat her out. You're like, she thought about me.
Yeah.
Like
that's
stuff like that.
It's thoughtful, dude.
Yeah, it's sweet.
thoughtful.
I like that part.
Getting like a wax job, when you like a girl gets a wax job and then you're like, wow, like you really thought
For
like
me?
you were planning this.
And you timed it out because you can't do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
fuck right after you get waxed. You have
Yeah.
to wait, can't
Why?
work out.
Because it's raw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they like rip your hair out. So
Yeah,
like
true.
it's like an open wound.
It is.
The
yeah.
shit that we had to do, like literally, I get my asshole waxed. Like
I
twice
love
a
the
month.
way it
That's
feels
not-
on the asshole.
Wait, the waxing?
Yeah, like that feeling in the asshole. It's so
It
warm.
feels like you're getting vacuum like.
I like it. But I'm lasered, like everything.
I did a laser on everything, but then I still get the hair because I'm
just get like
Persian.
random. I just get random like.
No, that's
pretty
like
good.
me. But I still get I waxed or like I did all
Yeah.
laser hair removal, and then I still have to get waxed because I'm Persian. Then it's like we're coming back.
Yeah,
it's
me
just
too.
like a fucking Middle Easterners. Like you just we
See,
can't.
guys aren't thinking about that stuff.
No.
I used to hook up with this guy. He had the dirtiest bush. I'm like, can you just
Ew!
cut it? Just cut
Oh
it.
my god!
I was dick sick. You know what I mean?
Dick sick.
Like when you get addicted, you can't stop.
Oh,
Like-
dickmatized.
Yeah, I was
Dick
driving at like I was driving out here like midday, Mar Vista,
This is a good question, a little off the cuff.
and he used to.
What makes a good dick? What makes because good fucking it doesn't. It's not even the dick necessarily. It's like how they use it. It's like there's a whole body chemistry thing. But
I like a really distinct head.
Okay.
Like I like a little.
so work on that.
So if you could just work your
Imagining
head
my
down,
own penis right now.
just some cock push-ups, that would be great. Yeah, I like a really
I
distinct.
want a courtroom sketch of your dick.
right now. Go in the bathroom and make someone draw it. That'd be so.
I'll
funny.
hire an
Do
animator.
it. You guys should do that. That's so funny. I would do it. I would let somebody draw it.
Mine is like I feel like mine's a little too messy.
Mine's messy, but it's right.
Mine's like a hacked job.
Dude, you keep saying that. It's every time you talk about your
What
vagina.
do you mean?
I'm
Like your lips
what?
are uneven? Like are they meaty? Like
Yeah, they're long.
yeah, mine are.
got some
I got some lips.
Basset hound ears down there. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Flapping in the wind, man. I'm like,
that's
my
better.
labia is like an old man's ball. My labia looks like Walter Matthau's like jowls, dude.
Jesus.
Mine's a little more tucked, but like it, like you know, when I fuck, it's like it really goes around the. It really holds the penis in. It drags it in and hugs it. Hugs it. What about yours? What's it look like?
What's your labia
What's my
look
penis?
like?
Dude, my penis is so normal looking. I feel like there's no
Yeah.
bend or anything. It's
That's
straight.
average. That's great.
Yeah, boyfriend dick's the best. Like when it's just normal, there's not weird stains on it. You know, sometimes there's like
Yeah.
weird dark
Discoloration.
spots.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
any discoloration.
Yeah, or you look at a dick and you're like, do you have progeria?
Yeah. Is your dick darker than your rest of the body, or is it as pale? You got a real pale, freckly dick? What do you got on there?
Dicks don't have freckles.
No freckles.
No, dicks can't
Yeah,
have freckles.
I don't think you can have freckles.
No.
on dick.
Why not? Because
because it's
exposed
not
to the
sunning.
sun?
Yeah, I've probably spent 20 minutes fully naked in the sunlight in my life.
Remember when
That's
like,
a lot.
yeah, when putting your butthole in the sun was like important to get vitamin D, and there's
Wait.
like all these like guru guys doing like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that's gotta be good for your dick. I heard it's good to have your pussy out in the sun. It
Oh.
feels good to be naked in the sun.
I agree.
Swimming
a nude
naked?
beach is
Oh
fun. Oh,
my
you should
Swimming
only
God.
swim naked.
Yeah, swim naked's awesome.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
why am I putting on this weird? Like, I go to spas sometimes, and like, you know, they have the women's area, so it's like you can be naked. And like sometimes women like, Do you ever? I get really weirded out by women's behavior in locker rooms.
Me too.
When they're like
me too.
covering up, I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I'm like, aren't you here to look at tits?
Yeah, or like,
oh,
this
I
is
guess
a
it's I guess we're the problem.
Yeah, but it's like
I'm the pervert.
I go to the gym sometimes, and these women are like taking their underwear off under their fucking
But that's trauma.
towel.
I have a friend who has a lot of trauma with with being naked. Like she won't even be naked around herself. Like
That's
she gets-
fair.
Yeah.
That is super
So
fair
I
because
get it.
it has. That's like
Yeah.
where my mind went to immediately. I was like,
Yeah.
it has to be that.
It has to
because,
be.
because it's so bizarre to me that you wouldn't like in the safety of like women.
Other women. Yeah.
Yeah, like because I'll go to a spot, but like I'll go to like a K spa or something, and like the women are wearing a bathing suit in like the women's quarters. I'm like, ew, like you want to wear like a fucking.
I know, I
So
think it's
your bathing
gross.
suit's fucking up the
I
like
agree.
cleanliness
Yeah.
of our fucking jacuzzi.
I agree.
I don't like that.
I saw this thing the other day. That's some bullshit Facebook thing that there's like a little bit of poop in every jacuzzi.
Oh, of course. Like there's a little bit of magic in every child's eyes. There's a little bit of fecal matter in every.
I'm like,
jacuzzi.
why?
There should be.
I don't really care. Do you ever just like kind of over? It's like
Yeah, like because I go to spas naked, all like the Korean ones, and sometimes it smells weird in there. I'm like, yeah, what am I gonna do? Like, just give in.
I even like don't really care. Like you can wash your
get
hands.
nervous.
Like I don't know, just like wash your body. Like that's why.
Like we eat chicken. You know,
We
what I mean?
eat
we
shit.
eat weird shit. And
we
it's
have
like,
eaten shit.
I have a
Oh yeah,
You know how guys go to massage parlors to get hand jobs?
yeah.
Rub and tug.
Women go to
Yes.
get fingered.
There is a fingering place. It's in New York, and you have to have 3 references. And right before COVID, I only had 2, and I was like begging people to get the 3rd. And it's like $400.
$400?
Yeah,
Get fingered,
to get fingered.
honey, Craigslist, and you'll make a profit.
You
Okay,
walk down the street with
You're
a
like,
sign.
"Yeah, I'll pay you. You'll pay me.
dude, I'll pay you. I'll finger you
No,
right
but wait,
now.
listen, the whole thing
Give me
sounds
the
good.
$20. I'll
They
do it for
bathe
free,
you,
dude.
They bathe
I'll pay you.
and you can pick a woman or a man. They bathe you, and then you on your back. They finger you on your back, and then they finger you like on your stomach. So
Yeah.
you're like bent over.
Nice.
Yes. I wanted to experience
do
it really
both.
bad. Yeah, they do both.
And they use their raw fingers, or do they
Raw
use
fingers.
toys?
Raw fingers.
Can you
And you
coach
get a
them?
massage first. So it's like a full body massage.
Is it a man or a woman?
You
doing
can
it?
pick either one.
Ah, cool.
You can pick, but you need 3 references.
How did you? What were your 2 other references?
They're like, I've sworn them to secrecy, but
Okay.
you might know one of them.
Okay.
One of them is a comic, but the other one was like very embarrassed and like married and like was like, if he ever finds out.
I
that
would
paid to get
totally.
fingered.
I would do that just to
Yeah.
do it. I
Me
know,
too. I
know
like
so many.
experiences.
I've known so many guys have gotten hand jobs at massage parlors.
Same.
And I don't think I like think that's great. I have one of
Yeah,
my
me
best
too.
friends is a sex worker, and she does that. She does like the I think it's called Nuru, like the body
Yeah.
like oil, and she really likes doing
I
it.
want that. I want a girl to get oiled up.
I will connect you to her. She's
Yeah.
great.
I love
Can you
that.
put me on that thread?
Yes, I mean, yeah. Do you want to fucking spend $300? Do it.
Dude, see, what? For a hand job?
See, I think
No, you get a full
it's a
massage, and you
massage.
choose this. You choose whoever you want on the website, and it's an hour-long experience where you get a full massage, and then you come at the end. If you get a really nice massage, just a massage for like literally 60 minutes, is like $150.
Yeah.
So you're paying double.
But for
and
girls,
you're-
what do they do? Do they just rub oily against you? That sounds fun.
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
they put literally oil.
Yeah.
It's almond oil, not coconut oil, because it dries up too
Yeah.
fast. And then they they take a shower. So they're freshly showered. You go in the shower, you come out, and then they just like put oil all over them, and then they just like rub their and they're like,
I like that.
yeah. It's
And
cool.
if they could be like, you're funny into my ear, I watched your special on YouTube. It's pretty good. Pretty underrated. Can you let her know just beforehand?
Well, they do like tantra at this one. I'll
Yeah.
tell you,
Yeah.
but they do so.
Like breathing
And
stuff?
yeah,
I like
and
that.
and like dude, she tells me she does these things where she'll like do like hot breaths on like guys
I-
like scrotums and shit like that.
I'll
and
come
she's
from
like,
that.
it makes them like go crazy.
I'll come from that.
Yeah.
Like just from like a girl blowing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like with guys, I'm very confident. Like I've seen it all, done it all. With women, like I'm still a little more fragile.
Dude,
like,
making a guy come is like the
it's
easiest
so easy,
thing.
yeah.
I could do it fucking.
It's so hard to make a girl come,
I-
especially from going down on them. It is
can't do it.
so
I don't think I've ever
long.
made a girl come.
How? You're a girl, don't you know? Or
You
I know it's
think you-
different.
Fuck you, dude.
You know better.
I think that's a great question to ask. Like
Yeah.
we should know, but it's hard.
Wait, okay. How about girls on guys? Girls like what is the name of this podcast? Whatever. How do you make a girl come?
Yeah, how do
Genuine.
what's your secret?
Yeah, Liam. Genuine question.
It depends. I don't think I've ever made a girl come first time around. Like just like random sex.
Interesting.
Like first time being with her because
Well, that's fair. I
Yeah.
think that's not even a you thing. That's like it's hard to feel that comfortable around somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not even like you're not I don't think you're physically doing anything wrong. You probably just like it's being able to come is like being able to like let go. And I think it's hard to do that with somebody the first time.
Yeah. And people that can't come, like, ooh, boy, you gotta work some shit out.
If you can't come and you can't do mushrooms, like, nah, dude.
Not for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really hard to make a girl come. And I think the last girl I was with was like really into penetration. Like I'm more of a clit girl, like, and she was more of a penetration
I like
girl.
both, baby.
So, yeah, me too.
I want it
I'm not
all.
gonna lie,
Dude.
I
The
want it
world
all.
is mine.
It's a chocolate vanilla swirl, you know? I want both. But like it was hard, like, because I had this whole thing where I like lit her on her back and I was like, it was just like a bizarre, like for me, it just like, just fingering someone was just, it didn't. I'm like,
jive.
I want to grind. Like I like tribbing. Tribbing is my thing. And everyone makes fun. Have you ever heard of tribbing?
What is that?
So it's basically scissoring, but it's when girls like rub their clit together.
Oh,
and
yeah,
there's
yeah.
specific porn for it. And it's just like really close up of two vaginas. Like, and I love it.
It sounds like they're fighting. It's like
Yeah,
a thumb
I like
war.
It is.
Beyblades.
It is. It's like, what did you say?
Beyblades, you know those things? You
No.
you remember in the 90s that fucking like you would pull
Liam's
it,
like pussy, two pussies bang
and
together, Hot Wheels.
Just toys? Yeah, it's hot. I
Makes
like
sense
it.
Wait, how do you make a woman come?
it depends. I
Okay,
mean, like
what's your
some-
number one go-to move?
Yeah, do you have tricks? Because I got like tricks with
You gotta be strong with your fingers. Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want.
I like to eat
know
it
if
like
I
a
do
corn.
this.
Like That's my friend Samantha. Sorry, I took that from her. She said that to me once and blew my mind.
The most common thing I've learned in my time is
Yeah.
just like legs are kind of important.
Yeah.
Leg positioning
So true.
is important.
I can't come standing up.
Me either.
Yeah, I can't have
It's
like
hard- it's rare.
the muscles. Like I have to be able to like have my legs resting and out, but also
No,
like
what if
being
they're
able
holding you?
to flex my calves. I feel like sometimes if I flex my legs correctly or right, I can come from
That's
just doing
so
like it's like unlocking.
interesting.
I'm like, okay, let's go.
I like standing up and having my legs like,
Wait, really?
yeah. It's
See, I
like,
can't do that.
this new guy, because I never dated someone strong because I dated comics, and and he's like strong.
Every man you've dated has scoliosis
Literally, I have scoliosis. How dare you? I'm a scoli.
and has like a deficiency.
Scoli.
It's bad. Yeah,
You've only dated men with like
Fucking
with
iron
like
deficiencies.
diseases that
Basically,
don't
not
exist
enough iron
anymore
in the body.
You've only dated guys
Polio.
with rickets, scurvy.
Basically, you know the exes, and they couldn't pick me up. And this one can like really pick me up, and like he's very strong. So it's like, oh shit, like I like feeling like little and just like letting go.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's good. We love shower sex. That's like our thing. We love shower sex. I like
Hard.
We're looking at houses now,
So
and we're
it's
like,
hot.
could we
Too
fuck in
tall.
this? We're like, could we be like?
Can we fucking this?
We call
Give
the
your
real estate
glasses
agent.
on.
We're like, hi, how big is what are the diameters of the shower?
So you just like okay, so leg positioning. You just
Okay.
like you got to make sure.
So what do you
she's,
make
like,
sure they're like? How do you
Well,
move the legs? Show me how you move my legs.
Liam's gets? Oh my god.
Wait, so this is
This is the most
That's just
unhinged
on my-
episode
this is
you've
fine.
ever had.
On my shoulder is a good one.
while you're having sex.
yeah.
And then you're
Yeah, because like I
Or, like,
feel I have to.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a
He did it so gentle, by the way. The way he lifted my leg, so cute.
See, I feel like I can't come that way.
really.
I need my legs like flat.
Me too. I like my legs down.
I like my legs down.
Yeah.
I could be on top and come, but I have to like be almost like I have to like rub on
Me
you
too. It's
like
clit.
this.
You have to be like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And then or I can be on my back and then they
Wait, you know it's so funny. This is a little go away. We'll go back to this, but we saw, my friend has a baby, and we went to like a daycare, and there was like a little 2-year-old like in the corner, like, and she was grinding on this like little
my
duck
God.
thing, like. I'm like, should we stop her? Like,
no, dude, don't
and you
stop
can't
her.
shame, you can't baby shame, you know, or sex shame, or whatever. But it's like, yeah, you just gotta let her.
Write it
Like,
out.
her
Write that
mom's-
duck out,
Her
dude.
mom's talking to the neighbor, you know.
I would do that. I was so horny.
I was a horny kid.
I've talked about this
Yeah.
so much on this podcast where I just humped everything. I was just like,
Were you into horseback riding?
I did ride some horse.
Because that's the earliest sign of horniness. Just like, you know.
Were you
No,
a
I
horse
was-
girl?
No, I wasn't. No, my
I'm a horse girl
dad
now.
dated.
Really?
My dad dated this woman who owned a horse, and her daughter like was fucking I don't know riding it. And so I rode a horse a few times, but then the horse was named Stuart, and the horse fucking knocked me off of it. And I was like
Scary.
9, and it was
Yeah,
really
that's
scary
scary.
because I got like
can
dragged a little
die.
bit. I could die, and
Yeah.
so they're like, no horses anymore. Yeah, that was
I just did horseback riding. I just did archery on horseback riding last week.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Dr. Quinn medicine.
I'm into adventures lately.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It was
Dothraki.
sick. And the lady who was like the expert had like all these piercings. I was like, I bet you're a freak, dude.
Yeah, I bet she knows how to make a woman come.
I bet she does. But yeah, it was really cool. Like actually, archery's easier when you're when you're moving because you overthink it when you're like standing still. So when you're moving, you're just like, it's cool. Like,
Jesus.
so you guys need the footage to just put it into the podcast.
Yeah,
plug
that's
it.
cool. Yeah, we'll insert that in.
I put Yellowstone music over it. I'm really proud of it.
All right, should we dive in to
Yes.
the question?
Oh god.
Wow.
Oh wait, this is your moment. Celsius.
Oh, so good. The can is empty.
That's a great. Wow, you wrote copy for Celsius.
Yeah.
So good, the can's empty. That's
Celsius.
Pretty fucking good.
What is that the name of?
Yes.
That's a
Celsius. That's how I make girls come. I just whisper.
Yeah, Celsius into their pussy.
Celsius. I hot breath
Over
Celsius.
and over.
Okay. How soon is too soon to say I love you?
Take a year. If you're gonna put a number
Year?
on it, a year.
I could do 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never say I love you first. Big rule.
Big rule.
Big rule of mine. I don't say I love you first.
I just picture you like this.
Yeah. I'm like,
6 months. All right. That's a little. I mean, I guess we said I love you really early. We said I love you really too early.
How early?
Like maybe 3 months in.
That's fine. But you know, though,
It was long.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
you
were
know.
talking all day, every day,
also-
all day, every day.
You do know when you love somebody,
Yeah.
but you have to hold back to just be normal.
Yeah, we
know?
were having
But
Molly
you-
sex, Molly mushroom sex, and we both, I think, wanted to say I
I haven't
love
had
you.
it. I keep hearing.
Oh, it's
Oh my God, it's
fantastic.
the best mix. And like, I wanted to say, and I knew he wanted to say it, but we're like, I think we both were like, let's not do it while we're like on drugs for the first time. So the next morning we like said it. It was very cute. It was very cute.
Have you ever said it?
He's
and
more
not
romantic
meant
than me.
What?
You ever said it and not meant it?
No.
Me
No,
neither.
I've had some I love yous thrown at me, and I've just had to be like, oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah, which is sad. I've never said I love you. I've never said I love you and didn't mean it. There's definitely more degree. Like the last time I dated a guy, really lovely person. We dated for about a year and a half. Great guy. I did love him. He loved me, but I knew that the love wasn't as deep as I'd had before, and that was a weird feeling because I was like, I definitely have loved people. I've loved a man more than you. Definitely.
You know, that's so interesting because I think about that all the time. Like my, like I was just so in love. Like in my last relationship, I think you also become wiser and like, I don't know, maybe a little, what's the word? Like a little more bruised. Like, so I don't, maybe I'm
I think
just
you have a little
not
more
as open.
agency the
Yeah.
older you get to, and you start.
It's not
you-
as whimsical.
You start advocating
Yeah.
for yourself a little bit more. Because I think when you're younger, like you can kind of blindly love. Like I definitely loved somebody who was bad to me. Like
Yeah.
and I'm in my early 20s, who was very bad to me, and I loved him so much, and I felt like it was agonizing. Like
Yeah.
and. Yeah, but I feel like I've been lucky because I've been in love multiple times. And I think that's a privilege. Like
I
a
think
lot
so,
of
too.
people they have met, sometimes they only are in love once in their life. And I've like had like deep love with like, I've loved, I think it's 5 men thus far.
Yeah, mine's about that.
Yeah.
And I remember the moment where, like, of each one where I was like, I love him.
Yeah. And then
Like,
you
oh,
just
no, I
hold
love
it
him.
back.
Yeah,
And you,
I was like, oh,
but
no.
before you're so afraid you're going to accidentally say it. Like I'm like, oh, I've known that I've loved this person for like months, and then they'll do something, and you're like, you want to be like, I love you, and you're like, fuck. Or you're just like in my brain, I'm just like, oh,
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
I'm just like, fucking, just don't be cool. My boyfriend told me the first time he loved me, we were on fucking acid in Coney Island, and he
That's
like,
so cute.
I guess so, but I was kind of
I
pissed.
love Coney
'cause
Island.
We were
Yeah.
on acid,
Yeah.
and like he laid out a blanket, and we're like by the beach, like looking out, and we had such a fun day. And then he just like looked at me, and like it was like this, and he was just like, I love you, and I was all like,
It came
what?
out.
And I was like, what? And it was like, he's like, yeah, and I was like, I love you too. And I just was like, you're so chaotic, dude. Like, I'm like, why would you tell me on acid? Like, I'm like fully tripping balls on acid.
I like that kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
Drugs don't affect me in that way. Like,
They don't
fucked
make me
up.
say things I don't mean.
Yeah, exactly.
I've
I'm
never done
like,
drugs
yeah.
and not been like kind of myself. That's why when people like are not like, they do something like a little fucked up while they're on drugs, and
They're like, I was
who's also
supposed- yeah.
drugs? I'm like, nah, bro, that's you. Like, that's
I agree.
still you.
You know, they say like the real you comes out, but like sometimes I have gotten drunk and gotten like really fucked up, like really mean. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, like we got into a fight the other day. I was just doubling down for no reason. Like, and then the next day I was like, I literally don't know what happened. Like,
See, I
was
don't get
just fucked up.
I don't get mean. I probably get a little like bratty and like a little bitch.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
no. It's annoying. I like get annoyed with myself. Where I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Too posh.
I just stopped
Posh.
considering other people's like anything. I'm like, I'm having the best time ever.
He's
that
showing
looks
his
like
little
fun.
swell
I'm gonna do
nipples
that.
to everyone.
Yeah, check these out.
God, I feel okay. Well, Liam,
So 6 months.
6 months.
So that's the number we came up with. We're like,
Yeah.
you know what? Feel it out.
Feel it out, but also like sometimes people say it too soon. Like I've had guys say it to me where I'm like, that's so unhealthy. You don't even fucking know me. Like I've
Right.
had guys say that he loves me and we dated for like literally a few weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fucked up. Or like I've had
It's too
multiple guys tell me that they love me and I've just been like,
Baller.
no. Yeah, I'm sorry, not to brag. I guess I'm really lovable.
But maybe it's like the what's that story fairy tale where it's like the three bears.
Goldilocks.
Yeah, like so you got to be the medium bear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can't come in too hot, can't come in too cold.
Well, coming in late is like I had a.
that can be hard.
That's really fucked up,
Yeah.
actually, because I dated somebody for ended up dating him for years. But
the
he,
20s
like,
guy,
huh?
the 20s guy or different dude?
20s guy?
You said the guy in your 20s that fucked you up, different guy.
No, different guy. This was mid to late 20s, but dated him for a few years, and he took like a little too long to say I love you. That it made me feel very self conscious, and then I had to do like the most shitty thing, which was like ask him kind of about it. Be like, do you feel like you're open? And I had to skirt around it because I didn't want to say I love you, so I had to be like first. So I was like, do you feel like you're open with your emotions? And he's like, I think so, yeah. And I was like, do you feel like do you feel strongly about me? Like I literally had to like walk his hand like with it, and it felt
Yeah,
shitty. Like
yeah.
I don't want to have to coerce somebody into like emoting.
I agree. Yeah.
You know, that was like, and I was like, Jesus. And it's just like, oh wow, I really like walked you down the fucking plank to be like, so what's it gonna be?
I don't like
you love
that
me?
because then it's like you're not going to initiate other things. Like I just want to be able to know that you're going to. My thing was like I just wanted things so badly for my last. I wanted the marriage thing. I wanted the baby so intensely, and I wasn't ever going to get it. It's just not. It was just not in the cards.
In the cards, yeah.
And we had so much property together, all this stuff, and like developed a real life together. That after that ended, I was like, meh. And like I was like, I don't need that stuff. And now it's like I'm slowly like softening up to the idea, but I do feel really like.
Have you heard the saying that radical self-reliance is a trauma response?
Yeah, I mean, that's
No,
Yeah.
I have not.
yeah,
Hearing that right now.
Liam.
that's incredible though. I mean, because it is like to me, I'm like independent to an unhealthy fault.
Yeah, me
Like,
too.
I have
Like,
a hard time.
I've never dated a guy for like financial like
me too. That's the first time somebody's like, "Let me pay for things." I'm like, "What?" Like,
I've only dated
I
men
love
because
it.
I've actually wanted to be with them, and
Same.
I never want to need anything from a man.
me
But then I realized
too.
that though is you should want to need something from somebody.
where I'm
'cause
getting
that's
at.
intimacy. Of like just even if it's something like I really need this person, I want to feel protected. I want this person to make me feel
I want to be able to
safe.
come standing up.
Yes, I have come standing up just for the record.
Yeah, I don't want.
Don't get it
She's
twisted.
not some fucking virgin.
Yeah,
bitch.
dude, I'm coming every which way imaginable. Okay, so don't you tell nobody any fucking
Don't
other
go
ones.
around town saying need it dark, can't come stand. Because I'll find out if you said it. I got people running.
I like Boston.
I don't know.
That was Boston. That was Boston.
Yeah, it was Boston.
Well, okay. You said I love you to somebody. Mm-hmm. Only one person,
Yeah.
and you meant it because you were in a relationship with this person.
Yeah.
For how long?
Probably like 6 months, yeah, something like that.
Okay, and you were young though. How old were you?
It's like 18, so like,
That's fine.
Yeah.
It does. Honestly, I don't like
Counts.
don't like belittle your own experiences.
Yeah, when
'Cause
you know what you're doing at the time you're doing it.
The first love I had, it was my first boyfriend, and I dated him when I was 17, 18, and we were fucking in love.
Yeah, I was
You
in
know, like-
love in high school. I was in love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
He shimmied. I was like, oof. He could tap
He
dance.
shimmied.
Yeah.
You were in love with a gay man. He tap danced.
You know, I
tap danced
was coming
and
from
jerked
Virginia.
He jerked guys off.
he was in the play.
He sucked guys' dicks, but he was like really good at
For a
shimmying.
play. He told me it was for a play that they were rehearsing.
I have dated some men that might be questionable in that sense, but it was just like the first guy I met him in like a dance program, and it was so cool to meet a man that was like feminine because I was like in Virginia with all these dudes, you know, like in Broncos and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And it was cool to meet a guy who was just like, he loved Rent, you know, he could sing all the guy parts.
He was gay.
He's married to a girl who looks like identical to him now. It's really weird.
Yeah, he's gay.
that's-
He likes
yeah,
jerking
yeah.
off
Yeah.
To himself.
to
He
himself.
goes to
Yeah.
the Y and bangs dudes.
Whenever, yeah,
Go to a bus stop, dude. You don't
Whenever
travel.
somebody is with somebody that looks like them, it really creeps me out.
But I think people start to kind of look alike a little after a while. Like they start
Like
to
how
pose
dogs look like their owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look like my
Wait.
chihuahua 100%.
Have you guys noticed a pattern in your dating histories of like guys that look like more or
Zero.
less the same?
Hot.
Yeah.
No? Hot.
No, actually, it's not true. I've
Mine are
dated some-
so wildly different. There's nothing that's the same about them, except the mushroom head dicks, of course.
Oh,
Gotta
interesting.
keep that
Yeah.
on track.
I don't. In terms of looks, I could show you. You know what? I'll show you my lineup of
Please,
dudes. I'll
please.
show you my lineup, and it's so different. Like the first guy that I was in love with, my first boyfriend, he was like blonde and like tall, blue eyes, like really light features, very like soft boy, like you know, he was like a KCRW tote bag of a man. You know what I mean? Like he was just like very
Patch.
Yeah, and then I dated a guy who was like, he had like dark features. He's like a beard and like very like
that.
thick like chest hair. That was
I
my
love
early
chest
20s.
hair.
And then dated
Like
a
a
guy.
woman.
Yeah, dated a guy. You and I will really get along
Yeah,
because
I love
like I
that.
said, I'm Persian.
Yeah.
Okay, so then dated a guy who was like older and like definitely more like manly and like kind of funky looking. And then you guys know who I'm talking about. And then dated like I don't know, like they look different. They have
too.
different like colorings and like you know different. It's never like it's only guys that are this tall with this like hair.
People
color.
have that. Like
No,
I
I've
love
dated
Love
short,
Island.
tall.
And they go that. Me too.
I don't really this height thing. I don't.
Me
I'm
too.
not a
Doesn't-
heightist.
Me either. I don't care at all about height.
No, I care about dick, but not
Yeah,
doesn't have
I
to be
care about-
huge. It just has to be. You just have to be good at. You just have
You
to
have to
like
be
be
good.
passionate. You
Yeah,
have to
me
be a
too.
passionate lover. That's pretty much.
I don't care
it.
about dick size. I've had really big ones and really little ones, and yeah, it's true. It doesn't really. I mean,
Really little ones are tough.
really
Not to
tiny.
be. I don't want anyone to feel bad about their dick. Just to be honest, because I think it's actually. I think dick.
Yeah, because
tiny
this is
dick
coming
shape-
from
it's-
like
fuck you.
Stare at the
this is
camera.
coming from
Stare at
big
the
lip
camera.
labia over here. It's fine.
I just don't like. It's like I think it's really shitty to shame people, like body shame people about parts of themselves that they
agree.
can't change.
You can't control it. Like, what are you going to do about a small dick?
Hey, I'm the one that's maligned my own pussy. I can't
Yeah.
do shit about it.
gotta
I'm
be
not gonna
rich.
I'm not gonna get vaginal plasty. That's just what it is.
I mean, I'll do it.
Really? Would you get vagina
my-
surgery?
I have
Don't they
friends.
do that?
I have friends in their 50s who have gotten the tightening thing. It's like a rod that goes up and it like.
Oh,
squeezes
I would
it
probably
in.
do that if I,
I'd do
had a kid, and then I'd
Yeah.
be like, "Yeah, we gotta wrap this up."
It's done.
We're gonna
then you
take
can't
this
have
to
her.
go.
Yeah, you're like, I paid for this.
Yeah, with my doggy bag.
I'll try everything once. Yeah, I don't care about a small dick. I mean, unless if you're really bad at like eating out, then it's like if you're bad at kissing. Kissing's like my
Oh,
biggest.
yeah, you can't be
I
bad at kissing.
love kissing, and my friend likes dry kissing, and we fight about it all the time. I'm like,
Wait,
you gotta
dry
get
kissing?
wet.
Dry kissing.
She doesn't really like a lot of like weird tongue play. And I'm
No,
like,
that's psycho.
Like sometimes we just like.
How long are you just like? How do you? Yeah. Wait. How do you even do
She
that?
just likes like.
oh, that's so annoying.
What?
See, Nicole, I told you you're a freak. I told you.
Dude.
No.
that-
Yeah, I like wet. Like if I don't feel the wetness.
Yeah, I'm
it's
like,
not gonna-
lick my lips. Just like,
yeah. I like me too. Tongue everywhere, like a little spit everywhere. Like if it's not
what were you
happening.
gonna say, Lou?
You ever like had? So I think I've talked about this before, but like with someone you're so excited to hook up with, you're like, oh my god, they're so hot, and then the kiss is so bad, it's like an out of body experience. Where you're just like you like open your eyes, you're like, wow, I can't believe. Like, and maybe it's because they're so hot, nobody's ever said anything to them.
Yes.
Because I've been like yelled at by chicks. I've been like bullied into being like better at kissing.
Yeah.
Because I've had chicks be like, stop, relax, slow. Like
I've
like-
had to tell a guy to
Yeah.
do that
Yeah.
because he was so bad at kissing that he was like biting my lips, and I was like, you're hurting my face.
Yeah.
And I actually like you enough to like train you to do
See,
this
guys don't do that.
properly.
They don't go like, "Whoa, girl."
yeah.
Like
Whoa.
that's too much teeth on my dick, dude. Like you have to learn slowly through like shame experiences.
You'll
We're so
just-
nurturing that we even help you kiss us.
Yeah.
I feel like okay, so I think I have a theory that hot people are gaslit by society.
100%.
Like they literally like so many like the hottest people are mattress backs. They don't do shit in bed because
Oh my god, I've never heard that. Just
Yeah.
like starfish.
yeah, they're a mattress back. They don't do
Yeah.
anything because they've never had to because people are already so excited to hook up with them that once they get to just like the threshold, they're like, I already made it. And it's like, nah, man, you got to then interact with this. Like, and it's
Or
not
they've
even
had a lot of
good.
experience. You know what I mean? It's one or the other. Because like some dudes, like they just get to hook up with a lot of women. Like
So
if
they're
hot.
lazy. They're lazy about it.
No, I feel like they like get more experience. Like if they take the advantage of it, they can get more experience. Versus, I don't know. I mean, I agree with you, but I feel like this hot person I'm with now, I'm like, okay, cool, he got it in.
Yeah,
Like he got his time in.
I
He
feel
paid his
like
dues.
okay, that is okay. Yeah, you gotta pay your dues. You gotta pay your dues.
You gotta pay.
But I feel like I don't know. The it's so funny because kissing. There's like sometimes when somebody's like so bad at it. I'm like, I remember having this really sad experience where like this guy was so hot, like so gorgeous,
Yeah.
and like
How
we were
old were you?
bantering. God, this is when I was like in my mid-20s.
See, that's so bad.
I know,
at that point.
and we
Already
were
in your
bantering.
20s? Oh boy.
We were bantering like
Good
all
banter.
night, and he was so like funny and hot and like cool and clever. And then at the end of the night, we like kissed, and it was so bad that it made me like so angry. Like I felt like he lied to me. You know what I mean? I was like, why are you?
Boy, is there such a thing as bad kissing, or maybe some people are not compatible?
I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah.
Some lips are not compatible with one
Right.
another. Like I think some people have good lip compatibility, and other people
We're
don't.
all
And it's just
staring at each other's lips now.
It's the same with fucking, because sometimes
Yeah.
you'll like a friend of mine told me that he was like he fucked this girl and like he was like I couldn't every time we like anytime I'd like penetrate it was
Like it would hit something weird.
it was like she was like constantly like queefing, and it was because the
there
air.
was like air. I
Yeah.
hate when that
yeah.
happens. I'm like, close your ears, close your ears. I hate it. Doggy, I have to be really careful. I have to like really squeeze in to make it no air get in there. It's hard.
I feel like, but I think some people's bodies are just not like
I agree.
meant to be, you know, because sometimes I'm like, I think it's like a dick vagina thing, and I think sometimes it's just like a lip thing. And some people, like, dude, I remember this. First of all, I'm a very good kisser. I'm not just saying that, and I hate when people say like stupid
I've
shit.
been
They're like,
staring at
I'm
her
really
like-
good at bed, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm a good kisser, and I had this one guy that I dated like a little over a year ago. And we kissed, and he was like trying to coach me, and I'm just like, bitch, like. He's like, I wish like you're just like kind of doing too much, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? Just like like this?
Some
Like,
guys like that though. Like my friend hooks up all the time, the dry kisser. Like, and guys like, I guess they
she's
like
kissing
it.
like she's in
Like,
porn.
just like,
she's
yeah.
kissing like she's in porn, kissing another
like
girl, and they're doing
wet.
a scene
Dude,
together.
that's.
But also wet makes you feel wet. It's like a response.
That's
Bro.
like a dry kiss. I'm like, are we gonna go further?
Yeah,
That's
it makes
how
me
I
feel
feel.
weird. I'm like,
Too.
what's
It
happening?
makes me feel like a pervert. I'm like trying to open. So I had this crush on this girl, this big actress. I won't say her name. Like the biggest crush
Say
on
it,
her.
we'll bleep it.
No, I'll tell you guys later. But I matched with her on Raya, and all my friends were like, "She's too gay for you. She's too gay for you." It turned out she just got out of a relationship with a dude and had never really been with a woman before. And I'm like in my woman phase at this point, so I'm like, "Let's go." And she wouldn't open her mouth, and like it kind of over time started making me feel like a pervert, like dirty, like
Yeah,
Sometimes
kind of like, come on, like include me. In
It's
this.
really weird
Sorry.
when you are a woman who's into women, and then you
Yeah.
feel the way like I feel for guys sometimes, where I'm like, that kind of sucks to feel creepy. Like I remember this girl, I met her at a bar, and
I
she
always feel
fully
creepy.
came on to me.
Yeah.
And she was so fucking hot. She looked like Scarlett Johansson, like straight up. And I was like, this is so sick.
Oh my god.
And
no.
she was like, hey, like
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And like we were chatting. Then we like ended up like making out at this club. Then we go to this party together. And then she was like getting really sheepish. And I was like, hey, like, I'm gonna take off. Do you want to like come over? And she was like, yeah, I don't know. Like I have to like be here hanging out with my friend. And I was just like, her friend who's like this gay guy is like, yeah, I just have to like make sure like he's good, and like I don't want to leave him by his
He's
side.
fine. He
And
has
I'm
a
like,
toothbrush.
do I seem like an unsafe person to go home with? Like, do I
I
literally?
always feel like that with
And then I was like,
girls.
oh yeah, no, for sure, that's chill. Anyway, like if you want to like exchange info or whatever, and I was like, oh my god, this is what guys feel like. This is awful.
I know, but it's how I
like,
feel
yeah, I'll
every
go
time with
home.
girls.
sorry. I was kidding. Just Naruto run out of the bar.
But, like if you want to still come over and borrow clothes, like you can anytime. Like we don't have to hook up. Yeah, I always feel like dirty with the girls. It's like an old trauma because I think I was like gay for a long time and couldn't like admit it. And all my friends were like, "Why are you weird? Like why won't you blah, blah, blah?" Like because they would be all hugging and I'd be like, I can't. Like I remember I was showering with this girl who I like clearly had feelings for, and she was like,
How old were you?
like middle school, like 8th grade or
Damn, showering with a girl in middle school?
yeah, we're like, it was like we were at a pool and we're like rinsing off
Okay,
after.
okay.
And she was like, I think like rinsing my back or something. And she was like, turn around, I'll rinse you. And I was like, Like, and I didn't let her. And she's like, "What's your problem?" And I was like, "Nothing. Like, fuck off." And then like later I realized that I was like so like gay
Repressed.
things just made like so repressed. Like which I'm the like now you look at me, you're like, what? But yeah, I have a lot of
shadowboxing
repression
today.
stuff with women still that I'm like still working out. Like still like I still would like to just come up, like I'm in a relationship but with women, like there's a little leeway, and I feel like I just want to be able to come up to a woman at a bar and like hit. I've never been able to like hit on a girl.
I've
Like,
barely hooked
that's-
up with any women because
Yeah.
I'm like, how would I ever talk? I don't want to bother someone.
That see, but
I could
what?
never go to a woman and bother her.
But men already feel this thing that's like they want this. They need to get bothered.
You know why? Because
Reading a book, I don't care.
A man looks at a woman, he's like, I know what's missing. My dick. He just is like, I see what she needs.
See, I'm like,
My
she
penis.
doesn't want to be bothered. She's like doing her yoga class. Let her be.
Well, I think that like if women that are, you know, bi or like I wouldn't consider myself bi, definitely on the Kingsy scale. I'd say I'm definitely like more straight.
Yeah.
Like I've never dated women. I've never had really interest in dating women, but I'm sexually attracted to women.
Yeah.
But not like
Yeah, bi.
Yeah.
I'm more pan. I'm like, I don't care. Like if I feel a connection towards you,
You're a golf club. I don't give a
yeah. You're a tree. I'll rub on you. I don't care. But yeah, so because that includes like trans people that don't identify with gender and stuff. So I'm just like I'm more a bi person case,
That makes sense. Sapiosexual.
but like with titties.
Yeah, it's fun. But oh gosh, what the hell was I
titties in
just
a
saying?
day. Ooh.
I was fucking shit. Oh, I think what it is I think women that are like bisexual or pansexual.
Yeah.
I think that they've had experiences where men have been like creepy toward that. Like it's like I've been hit on by guys that I'm like, ew, you're creeping me out, or like I don't like this, and I just would never want to apply that to a woman. So then
So true.
I throw the baby out with the bathwater, and I'm like, I can't even like just that experience that I told you guys just about. That made me feel so bad
That's
I was
me
like
dating women.
we like made out and we were both
You
into
came
it.
up to me.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then also, but then it's like we go to the second location and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, like chill. And I'm like, oh fuck. I'm
But you know
sorry.
what? But men often will like, you know, oftentimes when I'd be like, nah, and he's like, come on. And not that he's being forceful or anything, but like sometimes I do need a little convincing.
Yeah. Well, I think you want to be chased a little bit.
Exactly.
which is
So maybe
natural.
she wanted you to be like, let's go. Do you know what I mean? How can you tell the
I
difference
don't
of
look like an executive lesbian.
being-
I don't wear thumb rings. I can't be like,
it's such a gay thing. Why?
yeah, I can't be like, come on, I'm not Clara Delevingne. I can't do that shit. I'm like, dude,
If anybody knows her, by the way, please just connect me. Just connect me.
To Kara.
I hear she's just so nutty and I like it.
yeah, you could probably get that.
Did you hear the story
I
about
think
her
we'd connect.
on an airplane? And I don't know who she was fucking, but she was fucking someone on an airplane, like under the blankets, probably first class. And someone kept looking over at her having sex on an airplane. So she called the stewardess over and said, we're trying to have sex. Could you tell them to stop looking at me? And that's just like the most,
That's not a real story.
it probably
Come on.
isn't.
That's insane.
Like, that's insane.
That's another thing I read. I probably saw a TikTok
You
about
got
it.
what are you reading, Liam?
I don't know, dude.
Keep referencing these things you're reading.
Again, it's
and
in
I'm
men's
like,
health.
Yeah.
It's just 8chan. It's not even 4chan. It's like this onslaught of like Reddit conspiracy blogs that
Yeah.
are really specific. Liam, I have a question for you just regarding love, just so
Mm-hmm.
we can kind of finish that one up. Do you want to be in love?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Do you want to be in love now, or are you kind of just like, you know what, I'm kind of just like passive right now, seeing what's happening?
Yeah, I'm just kind of seeing. If it happens, it happens. That's cool. But like, I used to do a thing where it's like, oh, I want a girlfriend, especially
Yeah.
in high school, because my friends had a girlfriend. I'm like, oh, that'd be fun. We can all hang out, and I'm not just sitting there with
Yeah.
a fucking dick. But now it's like that never worked, because once you like actively trying to do it and then getting one, immediately I'd be like, I want out now, and I'd be like,
It has to be
I
not- you
just
can't
wanted
push
to-
it.
Yeah,
You can't push it.
Yeah.
It has to be like, it kind of just has to like naturally happen,
Mm.
but you have to be like open to receiving that, or
I was
giving
not into being in a relationship when I met him, like at all. I probably resisted it until like last week. He's got a job now. I'm like, all right, this is cool.
Oh
I like
my
this.
God, that's so funny.
I never put myself out there though, so it's probably not gonna happen.
Play guitar or something.
No,
What?
I don't
Like,
like.
maybe-
Does he give off that vibe?
What the?
I know he's got big hands.
I have big hands. Your
You guys
hands
are
are.
looking at the wrong things. I've been like looking at his nose. I've been looking at his hands. Is that weird?
Jade's trying to soothsayer your dick right now.
What, dude?
What is soothsayer?
A soothsayer is somebody who sees into the future, a clairvoyant.
Nice.
I'm a
Nice.
cock clairvoyant, dude. I swear to God.
Do you do the leg thing when you're hooking up? I go like this.
What's that?
Like I put my leg.
Oh,
up
to try
so
to
I can
see where it
feel the
is.
boner on-
Yeah.
You'd be mistaken. We all tuck all the time. I'm tucking my boner at all
like
times.
up here.
Tucking
What,
right now.
what
but I'm
about
talking
you're
about-
making out with somebody?
Yeah,
You
well,
don't want to
okay.
tuck.
Yeah,
you want to
no.
let loose.
No,
A
yeah.
little loose, yeah. But guys can't tell.
I'm really good at energy, dick energy. I fucking read. I know. I'm like, I feel like I can tell by looking at a guy what his dick looks like.
because I met my boyfriend basically online. Like
That's too
I
scary.
was so scared, but I was like, what if we don't? What if you smell weird? What if I smell weird? What if like we don't?
Yeah.
And then he was so confident. He's like, we're fine. Like, and then I was like, oh, we're fine. Like,
Wait.
you know what I mean? It made me kind of believe it.
What dick energy do I give off?
I think you have a good normal dick.
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah, but it's more like, here's the thing, is that you can read a dick energy. It's not even about the hands, the feet, it's not about that. It's literally about the way somebody carries himself. I think it's the way a man carries himself. Because sometimes I'll meet a guy and I'm like, this guy is grotesquely confident and he like barely has a job. And he's like, I'm like, big dick.
Yeah.
Like a guy that I'm like, doesn't seem like a lot is going on in your life. Why are you so comfortable and
You're
proud?
hungry.
I know, yeah, he's like borderline
Just
homeless.
the way they
and I'm
like act in groups too, and also like dancing when you see somebody
yeah.
dance.
When a guy's like a tryhard and he's a little too energetic and a little too like, no, let me explain this to you. I'm like, small dick.
Small dick.
Dude that like tries to like just like manhandle his friends in front of girls.
Yeah.
Most fucking annoying guy ever.
I know. I hate that shit. So, okay, again, with the love thing, you're not actively seeking it. You're more like, I'm having fun. I'm focusing on my career. I like, and you moved to LA recently-ish, that you just like, it's like a more
got out of
chill.
college.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I told you, I'm like, if you want to get a girlfriend, just get somebody who you definitely won't be with for the rest of your life. It's like good. When people are like, yeah, I've been with
In
the
your
same person
20s?
since I was 24. I'm like,
Yeah.
ew.
I don't
I have to
like,
admit, like in my sorry, go ahead.
No.
In my last one, everyone got married since. Like we were like just the ones that didn't make it. You know what I mean? Like people do it.
I guess so. I'm glad that I'm in my early 30s now, because now I'm like, I would be down to be with somebody I'd be
down.
down to be with somebody for the rest of my life now.
Almost
But I'm
40.
so glad that I have fucked
Yeah.
around a
I'm
bunch in
old.
my 20s.
Me too. I'm glad I got it out, and I'll still probably hook up with a few rando women. Like,
Do you and your boyfriend have an arrangement?
yeah, we have like an open communication about it. Like,
Is he allowed to do what he wants to do?
no,
But you
Next
can hook up
question.
with women.
there's an opening for women. Like we've talked
fair.
about it. It hasn't happened, but
With threesomes or just you on your own?
I'd be into a threesome. I
Okay.
don't know. I always say that, but then I've never had one. Which
I've
is
had
unlike me.
I've had multiple threesomes,
Yeah.
but never with a partner. We talked about this.
Yeah.
But I not.
I think with a partner, it's dangerous waters. I kind of just want to be able to go to like a party, and if some girl like hits on me, then make out with her. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to have like
Fair.
a side relationship. Like
No, that's too
this
much
is my
work.
partner. Yeah, I'm like, this is my partner. But there's a lot of people that practice EMS,
What's that?
ethnic.
Oh, ethical,
Ethical non-monogamy.
non-monogamy.
I thought that was like the shit that you hunt ghosts with. Like
I thought it was EMS. I'm like a
EMS.
paramedic.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but,
okay.
where they talk about it a lot. It's like just a lot of communication.
That's so
almost too
annoying.
much.
I don't want to talk too much about that shit. You know what I mean? I'm just like, we don't need to fucking go into the minutia of our relationship with each other.
No, but I think people that do it, they just like they get off on like the compromise.
I was in
talking.
one open relationship.
Just music.
yeah.
Jesus.
I'm
I was
getting
in
played off.
one open relationship for like a while, and it was like you have to talk so
You
much
do.
about everything that it's like, this is annoying.
Yeah.
It's actually so much easier to be in a monogamous relationship, because you're like, all right, we just fuck each other, period. That's it. It's like, okay, so like you can fuck other people, but like not anyone I know, and you can't repeat fuck somebody, and you can't like date like it's just like, Jesus Christ, what are we playing? Fucking Settlers of Catan? You know, it's just
I love that game. I love that
too
game.
much. Too much.
Okay.
Well, do you have any questions for us before we wrap up this little?
No, I feel good. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just like so curious about his nipples and dick now. But I feel like that's gonna be every guest.
Every guest is gonna be just
Keep the
curious.
mystery alive.
Yeah. And then on the 50th anniversary, bring me back
Yeah.
and show me that dick.
Yeah, dude, you're like
Yeah.
your nipples are like Oz to me. Like, I'm like, I don't know, like, do they
I
exist?
promised.
Follow the red
I promised
Wrigley
Allie
Road.
back. I'd show her my nipples too. I didn't.
All right. right, can I plug something?
Absolutely.
I have a show coming out in the summer called Hotties.
Oh, great. We'll definitely have this out before then.
Yeah, and it's like a hybrid dating show, and I judge it. It's really funny. We feed them hot stuff. They're like throwing up and stuff. It's
Hotties. Whoa, what is it on?
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu. Okay, it's called Hotties.
Hotties.
You are hosting it.
I'm hosting it. A lot of hot people going on dates, and then they have to. It's like also a cooking competition, so they have to cook a meal, and then we're feeding them spicy stuff. It's just a lot of stuff.
That sounds fucking
cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Do you have anything else to plug? Or
I'm just doing stand up, and then I have my hour is coming out shortly. It's going to be on YouTube actually.
where can they
releasing it.
find you, Jade?
At Jade Catta-Preta, everything.
Great. Just
Yay.
Google her. She's fucking
Google
famous.
it.
She's
Google
easy
it.
to find. So, she's great. She's beautiful.
But first, Google Nina's.
Oh yeah, Google my tits. I have a wiki feed. Someone made a wiki feed.
I have a wiki feed.
Yeah,
What's your
I
rate?
felt like I made it.
What's your rate?
Honestly, so offended.
No.
My feet are okay, and I'm just gonna show you guys my feet because I have nice feet.
I love the little socks. I wear these for
Okay,
you.
I have nice normal.
Yeah, those are very
the
nice.
most normal looking feet
Those
ever.
are very nice.
They're cute and fine, and somebody is trying to fuck with my rating and giving me, and it's fake news. I have nice feet, okay, and my wiki feet is just, it's like,
What is
okay, I'm
it?
like, somebody's coming in and doing
That's
some weird
rude.
shit.
Mine's a 5 out of 5. My feet look fucking weird. Like I
See-
think people like weird, and I
Mine
have
are
really
too
bad
normal.
tattoos too. Really bad tattoos. On my feet.
Really? What do you have, a Jerry Bear on your foot or something?
I wish, dude. I actually wish so. I would get that tattoo.
Wait, do you have like song quotes on your feet?
No, I have like
Jack Johnson lyrics.
I have like when Angela Bowers passed away. He's this great comic.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody did glasses, like they almost like the Harry Potter glasses. Fucking dumb. And then I have my family's like wax, and when they do in wax.
Oh,
You
like
ever
a
seen
coat
that?
of arms almost?
Yeah. But it's just like it was done in high school, so it's like real bleedy.
Yeah. It's like it was done by like a meth head who was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'll tattoo a teenager.
He's like, drink some alcohol first. I'm like, great.
Great.
Thin that blood out.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you.
You were
Fun.
fantastic. And yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I love you. Bye.